Hey there, ghosts. Looks like we actually got the update we were promised. The update on the update, I should say. We finally got word about the next major update, the title update 2.0, and I'm happy. Now, is it perfect? Is it everything we ever hoped and dreamed it would be? No. But that is a lot of stuff that we all want. But what it includes is the ghost experience. And I think this is really good. This is in essence what Breakpoint should have been, in a way, from the start, conceptually, in that this is taking ghost mode from Wildlands and making it better. And what's cool about this is it allows you to fine-tune just how much harder you want the game to be. If you want to be able to reload to your heart's content and not lose ammo, you can disable that. Or you can have that enabled to where you lose everything in the magazine when you reload. And a variety of other features. Like, the level of control actually is very impressive, and I encourage you to read the update to get a full picture, because I'm not going to talk about everything. I'm just going to talk about a few specifics here. And it really is great. This is exactly what I was hoping for, pretty much. Now, we don't know what kind of bug fixes are also coming along. We do know some of the bug fixes, but hopefully there are more. Like, for instance, my recent ranging issues and things like that. When I was testing rifles to see how bullet drop compares to the real world, yeah, that worries me that I may have to redo my rifle ranging, at least for some rifles. But not that big of a deal. And let's move on from that. The other awesome parts that are coming are twofold. These are things that should interest a number of people in my channel who are interested in sharpshooter gameplay, to an extent, is additional customization for assault rifles. You will be able to put on a short barrel now. You can now change a barrel on an assault rifle when it's practical for that weapon. You know, some rifles you won't be able to change the barrel, which is fine. Yeah, that is what it is. No big deal. However, the best part, the absolute best part, is the TA-31H, also known as the ACOG optic, is finally going to be usable on most, if not all, assault rifles. And that's fantastic. That is a usable optic for mid-range sharpshooting. And being able to pop that onto an AR actually creates a little bit of more versatility for ARs. Now, I realize, we finally got the variable zoom for digital scopes, and that's great. But digital scopes, the reticle sucks for precision shooting, in my opinion, just because it's not as distinctive. It's not as powerful, especially if you're in a really bright lit area. It's really difficult to use for precision shooting and handling longer range shots, because it's hard to judge the dots on the actual crosshairs. And so the TA-31H will offset that. And the TA-31H is actually a very viable optic. Wildlands players probably got real comfortable with it utilizing the SR-25 Jungle, if I remember right, because you couldn't change the optic on any of those. You couldn't customize any of the unique weapons like that. And the SR-25 Jungle, I'm pretty sure that's the right one, or S25 or SR-25, something like that. It was a super high-powered semi-auto rifle, but you were limited to TA-31H. But a lot of players learned to use it and use it well, and so this is a great option. That just excites me immensely. Still means I am not going to be reviewing all the assault rifles. You know, it may come down to where I'm finally like, okay, let's talk about assault rifle pairing, or maybe a few of my favorite DMRs, or ARs to use as if they were a DMR. Not talking about conversion rifles, of course. But yeah, so there's some options there. But what else? What else is great about it? They're removing gear score, which is fantastic. But here's something else that's cool: picking up weapons that enemies are using. I mean, that is awesome. Just imagine, infiltrating an enemy base. You actually have a reason to potentially go check out that sniper perch and take out that sniper before, things hit the fan and trying to grab his weapon. And yeah, that sounds awesome. Like, I think the gameplay mechanics are going to be interesting. So my plan is actually I am going to start a new character when this update is out, and do some gameplay and record some gameplay playing in full immersion mode. As much as I possibly can. As some of you know, I'm actually a handicapped player. I have physical disabilities that make playing difficult. My severe arthritis is the primary that makes it challenging for me to play a lot of games that are super hard, just because I can't move my mouse as quick. I sometimes accidentally click, or I have a hard time clicking, and things like that. So. But yeah, I plan to start from the beginning and kind of walk through playing in this new immersive experience, for those of you who follow me and are interested. And so, yeah, overall, I am very happy with the recent update, and I'm sure many of you are too. Now, there's a lot of people still who are absolutely full of salt, who think this is not worth it, should have been in from the beginning, and they're probably right, it should have been in from the beginning. But AAA studios have their own development issues, and as a web developer myself, I work for a small team, and we do some cool stuff, and we're pretty nimble. But when you're talking a larger team with stakeholders and everything else breathing down your neck, it's not easy. Trust me, I've worked in situations like that. And so I don't necessarily, hate on the developers themselves. They've got a lot of headaches. There's a big difference when you are a small team and have your own, can invest your own time and money and plan out everything, and aren't beholden to shareholders and things like that. You can do what you want and what needs to be done in those situations. When you're in Ubisoft's case, it's a little harder to be a developer. Yeah, you get to work on some large, cool projects like Breakpoint, but sometimes they don't always come out the way you imagine. So, alright, Ghosts, that's everything I got for you. I'm really not, I'm not going to do a whole lot of video stuff before the update. It's mostly going to be talking about prep for the update and things like that. Until the update comes out, just because really there's not a lot to talk about. If I come up with something, I may cover it, but mostly this channel is going to be focusing on, for a while, conceivably, the immersive mode gameplay as a sharpshooter now, because we've reviewed sniper rifles and DMRs. We've talked about a lot of general gameplay strategies in PvE in the standard Breakpoint mode. We've talked about gear score to death and equipment to death in standard PvE. We're going to focus on immersive mode now. And so I think for those of you who are really looking to have a great immersive experience as a sharpshooter, this will be interesting to you. So don't forget to check out my website, classicwfl.com. Check out my art, photography, music, blog, 50 million different things under the sun, as well as all my videos. classicwfl.com. That's where it's at, baby. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that jazz. Check out all my other videos. if you're curious about a sniper rifle or DMR, you have to check out my videos because I talk in depth about their range, their damage, their sound detection range, as well as their viability and practical usefulness. Not just showing you the numbers and bullet drops, but actually talking about its usefulness and comparing it to other rifles and suggesting rifles. So, alright ghosts, take it easy, and when Immersive drops, you probably won't see me in Erewhon, because I will be playing in solo mode only.